Hey guys, and welcome to another Character Spotlight episode. Today we are looking at the newspaper journalist Dave Shutton. So, who is Dave? Dave Shutton is a journalist for the Springfield Shopper, the local paper in the town. He is voiced by Harry Shearer. Now, this is the first character who appears in more than 2 episodes, so I'm just going to be going over more of his notable appearances. Speaking of, Dave first appeared in Season 2's 2 Cars in Every Garage and 3 Eyes on Every Fish, where Dave is approaching the Simpsons kids who are fishing. He is kind of creepy in this instance, not gonna lie. And it's weird, he just shows up like this. Bart soon catches Blinky and Dave is amazed at the discovery and sees it's caused by the power plant. He then publishes the scoop, but is not seen again in the episode. He appears again briefly in 3 Men and a Comic Book. In Radio Bart, he talks to Timmy O'Toole down the well, not knowing it's actually Bart. In Treehouse of Horror 3, in the King Homer segment, he interviews Mr. Burns about his big King Kong Homer. In Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 2, he's seen asking Smithers who he is and where he's going. Kent tells Dave to do his research, so maybe him and Kent are not the best of friends. Maybe they're rivals. In his last prominent role, Dave catches Santa's little helper doing this trick with the beer can and captures a shot of it to publish the scoop. And that is all of Dave's prominent appearances. However, he does have many more cameo appearances, which I've just listed all the episode where it can be seen briefly in the background here. His most recent cameo appearance to date is in Season 31's The Fat Blue Line, where Dave is outside the courtroom when Fat Tony is brought there in handcuffs. Now, how was Dave added to Tapped Out? Well, Dave was first added in the Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 3 update. He cost 185 donuts and he unlocked with the Springfield Shopper building. Dave doesn't appear in the event's main questline, but he does have his own premium 5-part questline. In it, they of course play on the rivalry with Kent ever so slightly, and Dave has to go undercover to investigate about cryptocurrency. It's not terrible, but it's not very memorable either. Dave was then re-added in one of the Blogsgiving/Black Friday mystery boxes, and as well he is going to be re-released in the new Northward Bound update, which is coming soon, and again he's going to be in one of the mystery boxes for the Black Friday stuff. Let's look at Dave's tasks and animations. So Dave has 2 animated tasks, which we'll look at last. In terms of Dave's non-animated tasks, we have Dive into Investigative Journalism for 60 minutes. He has the standard 4-hour tasks of Overpay for Sex on the Beach, Stay at the Swalado, Try and Win at Blackjack, Drink and Babysit, Attend Parenting Seminars, and the standard 8-hour task of Dance the Senor Burns, which was actually released in this update. For 12 hours, he can write a slam piece, and for 24 hours, he can get paid poorly for freelance work. In terms of animations, Dave can fish for a story for 4 hours, which can be seen here. For 8 hours, he can capture the moment again, which can be seen here. Weirdly, this animation doesn't actually include Santa's little helper, despite him being in the animation. It's a bit odd. Also, to note, he also does have voice, so let's have a listen at some of his voice lines.
Who are you? Where are you going? Who are you? Where are you going? This is the kind of shot you only get once in a lifetime. Who are you? Where are you going? Wait a minute. 1, 2...
One of the animations is an exact lift from one of his appearances, and the other is pretty much the same from his very, very first appearance, so I just find that really cool. So that's Dave. Overall, I think he's cool. For the most part, I just wished he played a little bit more of a role in the Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 3 event. So, 10 points are available for the character translation into the game. I give Dave a 9 out of 10. I liked how they honed in on what we know about the character, and the building he comes with, of course, makes sense. Another 10 points are available for the way the character was added. I give Dave a 6 out of 10. Him being premium was a bit sucky, and he was an extra 35 donuts compared to a normal building character combo. Still, I think Who Shot Mr. Burns made sense as a way to add him, but him not being included in the quest line was a missed opportunity. A further 10 points are allowed for the tasks, animations, and the quest line. For this, I give an 8 out of 10. I really liked his animations. I think they were great, and they were really well lifted from the show, but the quest line wasn't anything special. It wasn't bad though. Another 10 points is added for the look and unique features. Dave has voice, so that's a bonus, and so overall, for Dave's look and features, I give an 8 out of 10. I think for the most part, he looks the part of your average journalist, and they lifted his look straight from the show, so no complaints there. Overall, Dave gets a solid 31 out of 40 points, a decent score for the newspaper journalist. So that's Dave Shutton. Tell me your thoughts, and now let's spin that wheel to see who we're going to be looking at next. Let's spin. Oh, it's probably kind of loud. Why? Why? Just why? Oh, Christ. Fine.